Breaking: Arteta in new contract talks, but Real Madrid and Man City lurking. Zinchenko loan disaster at Forest, recall coming, plus Arsenal targeting 2 French wonderkids to replace Guehi. And is Nwaneri about to join Everton on loan? What's up, Gooners? Before we dive into this absolute chaos, quick favour, smash that like button right now. It helps the algorithm push this video to more Arsenal fans and keeps the daily content coming. Let's go. Let's start with the biggest news. Mikel Arteta has initiated discussions over a new contract with Arsenal. According to Team Talk, Arteta is open to staying at Arsenal long-term and has started talks with the club about extending his deal. This is huge because there's been serious speculation linking him with Real Madrid and Manchester City in recent months. Think about it. Real Madrid are always looking for elite managers. Manchester City might need to plan for Pep Guardiola's eventual departure. Both clubs have the resources and prestige to tempt almost any manager in world football. But here's what matters. Arteta has initiated these talks himself. That tells you everything about his commitment to Arsenal. He's not waiting for the club to come to him. He's saying, "I want to stay, let's get this done." And honestly, why would he leave right now? Look at what he's built. Arsenal are top of the Premier League. Favourites to win the title for the first time in over 20 years. Top of the Champions League table. Still competing in the Carabao Cup and FA Cup. This team is ready to win everything. Arteta has spent years assembling this squad. He's signed quality players, developed young talents, created a winning mentality. The project is finally ready to take off. Why abandon it now? Why leave before the trophies start coming? The report suggests Arsenal will be desperate to keep him, and they should be. Arteta has done an impressive job transforming this club from Europa League mediocrity to genuine title contenders. Losing him now would be catastrophic. But there's another angle here. Arsenal have shown tremendous faith in Arteta. They backed him through difficult periods. They've given him substantial funds in recent windows. We're talking hundreds of millions spent on transfers. The club invested in his vision. So from Arteta's perspective, there's loyalty there too. Arsenal believed in him when others doubted. Now he's delivering results. Walking away to Real Madrid or City would feel like abandoning the club that gave him everything. My prediction? This gets done quickly. Both sides want it. Arteta wants to build a legacy at Arsenal. The club wants to secure their manager long-term. It's a perfect match. Expect an announcement in the coming weeks with a contract extension through at least 2029, maybe even 2030. And when that happens, it'll be a massive statement. Arsenal keeping their elite manager while competing for everything. That's how you build sustained success. Now let's talk about a situation that's not going well. Alexander Zinchenko at Nottingham Forest. According to BBC Sport, Forest are considering ending Zinchenko's loan early because he's struggled for regular playing time. The Ukrainian left-back has made just 4 Premier League appearances since joining on loan last summer. 4. That's a disaster. Now there's no formal recall clause in the loan agreement, which makes things complicated. But Arsenal are reportedly open to discussions if Forest want to end the deal early. And honestly, bringing Zinchenko back makes total sense for Arsenal right now. Think about our left-back situation. Riccardo Calafiori is our main option, and he's been excellent. But what happens if he picks up an injury? What if he needs rest during this insane fixture congestion? We need depth there, and Zinchenko provides exactly that. Plus, Zinchenko knows Arteta's system inside out. He's won titles with this club. He understands what's required. Bringing him back gives us an experienced option who can slot in immediately without any adjustment period. The loan to Forest never made sense to me anyway. Yes, Zinchenko needed minutes after losing his place in Arsenal's starting 11, but sending him to a mid-table club where he'd still struggle for game time? What was the point? Better to have kept him here as squad depth, especially now when we're competing on 4 fronts. Every single player in our squad could be needed at some point between now and May. So if Forest want to end this loan, Arsenal should jump at the opportunity. Get Zinchenko back, integrate him into the squad, use him when needed. It's a win-win. Forest get to move on and find a player who'll actually contribute. Arsenal get back a quality left-back who can help in the title race. The only question is whether Zinchenko himself would be happy coming back as a backup. He left to get regular minutes. Coming back to sit on the bench again might not appeal to him, but if Arteta can promise him a genuine role, cup games, rotation in the league, covering for injuries, then maybe it works. My gut says this happens. Zinchenko comes back in the next few weeks. Forest cut their losses. Arsenal strengthen their squad depth for the run-in. Makes too much sense not to do it. Right, remember how we lost Mark Guehi to Manchester City? Well, Arsenal aren't giving up on defensive reinforcement. We've got a new target, Maxence Lacroix from Crystal Palace. According to the Express, Arsenal could make a move for Lacroix after missing out on Guehi. And Liverpool are interested too, which means this could become another transfer battle. So who is Maxence Lacroix? 25-year-old French centre-back who moved to Palace from Wolfsburg ahead of last season. And he's been absolutely excellent. In his debut campaign at Palace, he helped them win the FA Cup and Community Shield, made 2 goal contributions and kept 15 clean sheets across all competitions. This season, he's continued that form. 1 goal, 2 assists and 13 clean sheets. The guy is 6'3", quick, strong, dominant in the air, comfortable playing out from the back, reads the game well and is efficient defensively. Basically everything you want in a modern centre-back. Plus he's got a contract until 2029, which means Palace can demand serious money. They don't want to lose 2 of their main defenders quickly. First Guehi, now Lacroix, so they'll fight hard to keep him. From Arsenal's perspective, this makes sense. We wanted Guehi, but City beat us to it. Lacroix is a quality alternative. Same age bracket, similar profile, Premier League proven, and he's currently at the prime stage of his career. The question is whether Arsenal really need another centre-back right now. We signed Christian Mosquera and Piero Hincapié last summer. We've got Gabriel and Saliba as our starters, Kiwior as backup. Adding Lacroix feels like overkill unless there's a specific reason, and that reason might be Saliba's long-term future. If Arsenal genuinely believe Saliba could leave for Real Madrid in the next year or two, then stockpiling quality centre-backs makes sense. Better to be prepared than caught off guard. But here's my concern. Buying Lacroix now when we don't urgently need him could create squad harmony issues. He's 25 in his prime, expecting to play regularly, coming to Arsenal where he's 5th choice behind Saliba, Gabriel, Mosquera and Hincapié. That's a tough sell. Unless Arteta has a specific tactical plan, maybe using 3 centre-backs more often, maybe planning to move one of our current defenders to right-back, then I'm not sure Lacroix makes sense right now. Liverpool might actually be the better destination for him. They need centre-back depth more urgently than we do. Van Dijk is ageing. They could offer Lacroix a clearer pathway to regular minutes. Now let's talk about exciting young talent because Arsenal are taking formal steps to sign Lille midfielder Ayoub Boadi ahead of PSG. According to Star Sports, Arsenal have moved beyond initial interest and have now taken formal steps with Lille to explore an agreement. Discussions are at an early stage, but this signals clear intent from Arsenal to beat the competition. PSG are pushing hard for Boadi, using their familiar strategy of keeping top French talents in Ligue 1. But Arsenal are acting decisively, hoping to get ahead of PSG and other interested clubs. The transfer could be planned for summer, but Arsenal's immediate action is designed to position us favourably. And here's the key detail. Lille are reportedly open to selling, provided their valuation is met. Arsenal view Boadi as someone with significant long-term potential. He's regarded internally as a key target for the future. This is classic Arsenal recruitment. Identify young talents early, move quickly, secure them before the price skyrockets. The fact that we're willing to compete with PSG for a French youngster shows how highly we rate him. PSG have massive resources and the appeal of staying in France near family. Beating them to a signature is never easy. But Arsenal can offer something PSG can't right now, a genuine pathway to first-team football at a club competing for the biggest trophies. Our track record with young players is excellent. Saka, Martinelli, Saliba, all developed into world-class talents here. If Boadi and his representatives look at Arsenal's project versus PSG's, we've got a compelling pitch. Come to London, develop under Arteta, compete for the Premier League and Champions League, become a star. This feels like a statement signing if we pull it off. Not just another young prospect, but beating PSG to a top French talent. That sends a message about Arsenal's pull and ambition. Final story, the Nwaneri situation and whether a loan to Everton makes sense. Quick context recap: Everton wanted Ben White, got told no, now they're looking at Nwaneri. This would obviously be a loan, not a sale. Nwaneri signed a new contract last August. Arsenal aren't selling our wonderkid, but a loan, that's genuinely up for debate. Nwaneri is 18 years old and struggling for minutes because Arsenal are fighting on every front. We're top of the Premier League, top of the Champions League, in cup semi-finals. Arteta cannot afford to rotate much. He needs experience and reliability, plus Eze and Madueke arriving has increased competition for attacking spots. Breaking into this team right now is incredibly difficult. He got a rare start against Portsmouth in the FA Cup. Arteta said afterwards that Nwaneri deserved it, but squad strength means opportunities are limited. Still, when he played, he delivered good moments. So the question, does a loan make sense? Arguments for a loan. He's 18. He needs games. Regular men's football would accelerate his development massively. Everton under David Moyes could give him 15 to 20 Premier League appearances. That's valuable experience. Arguments against a loan. Arsenal are competing for everything. Injuries happen. Suspensions happen. We might suddenly need Nwaneri in March or April for a crucial match. If he's on loan, we usually can't recall him. That's a risk we might not want to take. Fulham are interested but want a permanent deal. That's a non-starter. Sunderland see him as a squad player, not a starter. That defeats the purpose. Everton makes the most sense on paper. Premier League football, decent team, good manager for development. My gut feeling? Arsenal keep him unless the loan is perfect. Guaranteed minutes, right environment, recall clause included. Nwaneri is too special to ship out just because a club comes asking. Alright Gooners, what a window this is shaping up to be. Arteta in contract talks, Zinchenko potentially coming back, Lacroix and Boadi targets emerging, and Nwaneri's future uncertain. I need your opinions right now. Should Arsenal break the bank to keep Arteta, or are you confident he's staying anyway? Do we actually need Lacroix, or is this Arsenal overcomplicating things when our defence is already stacked? And the controversial one, should Nwaneri go on loan to Everton for his development, or is keeping him here more important for our trophy push? Drop your takes in the comments. Let's debate this properly because these are fascinating questions with no easy answers. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe now and turn on notifications. We bring you daily Arsenal content like this every single day. Thanks for watching Gooners, and remember, come on you Gunners!